doing your own thing and doing some hard physical stuff and just, doing man stuff, man. It's just, that sounds like a cliche, but just doing things that you're generally not going to do on your own, and that it's good in a group setting. And that's the stuff I always remember, man. It's the best part, I think, of what we do. It's getting guys together and creating memories and building real bonds. And, there's guys that were on the fence for years, and talk to them now, and they're just like, man, I can't believe I waited as long as I did. I can't believe I didn't pull the trigger, a year ago when I talked to you the first time, or whatever it is. So, I mean, and the crazy thing is, we're just getting started. And as far as, go ahead.
Yeah, just to add to that, guys, it's like, 2024, the year's wrapping up. And I'm going to say this as a more seasoned gentleman, and it's weird, saying this, because I was just looking at some old photographs when I was visiting my parents, and, you look back at these pictures of yourself as a kid, an adolescent, a teenager, in your 20s, family events, hanging out with your siblings, sort of stuff like that. And you have no idea until you get older how fast time flies. And, there's always going to be somebody out there that's like, I got to get my money up. I got to figure out something else, or, I got to get something going on, or I'll wait till next year, or this, that, and the other thing. It's like, got it. But every year that goes by it's like a grain of sand in the hourglass, and it's a finite situation. You only have so many of them. And then when they run out, that's it. Like, we know death and taxes are absolute for all of us. We're all going to pay our fair share of taxes, whatever it happens to be. We're all going to be 6 feet under at some point. And it's the time that you spend when you're walking this earth, doing the things that are meaningful for yourself, leveling yourself up, improving your wealth, surrounding yourself with better people, networking, connecting, learning, sharing. All of these are elements of the development of the unplugged man. Yeah. We do these podcasts. So some of it's tongue in cheek, when we're doing some of these highlights and some of these things that are happening out in the social world, some of these bookmarks that I save from social media, on the Monday nights. And we wanted to skip that tonight, just sort of recap the year with what we've done, with the guys that have been part of it, the experiences that they've had, the growth that's come out of it. And I want to seriously invite you guys to, join us for 2025. Okay. Because the School of Unplugging is the starting point for all of y'all. We've added a lot of content in there. We've got more that's going to get added in January, which is why we're doing the next price increase. The next price increase is going to be on January 1st. We're currently $149 a month, or you can do an annual for like $1,200 and change. You save 27%. And when you do the annual, you save money. You obviously get to unlock the School of Entrepreneurship, which is my flagship course, basically on how to become an entrepreneur. Like, everything that I've learned throughout my entire life, running businesses, networking with entrepreneurs, being part of EO, speaking at events, attending events. I've spent a lot of money on stuff like this to grow myself as a man. And everything that I wish that I would have known at 20 that I know today, we've stuffed into the School of Unplugging. So don't overlook the opportunity to join it. Don't skip on it. Don't sit on your hands and go, yeah, I'm going to be a wallflower. I'll look at it next month or next year or something like that. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And if you've gone through 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, now 2024, and you're still living in an environment that you're not happy with, surrounded with people that don't lift you, that don't put wind in your sails, as I like to say, because, we have anchors and sails in life, and we don't have anchors in any of these communities. They don't last long if they ever show up, because they're weak. And, if you're not going to do the work on yourself, if you're not going to level up, if you're not going to take ownership, if you're not going to look at the man in the mirror and hold him accountable, it's not going to work for you. So this is the time for you. A lot of people do, hey, Rich, what are your New Year's resolutions? What's going to happen next year? Whatever happened this year in 2024, the guys in the inside that have put skin in the game, that have put their money where their mouth is, that are showing up to the events, that have gone through the content, that have leveled up, that are improving their relationships with women, that are improving their friendships with men, that are making more money. That's another key component. Like, guys, the people on the inside that are especially attending the Zoom calls where it comes to wealth creation, crypto investing and stuff like that, dealing with investments, insurance, all of these elements, we have experts in every walk of life. They're available to you at any given time. So don't pass on that. It's incredibly important for growth and development for you to put yourself in rooms where growth and development can be facilitated. It's not going to happen sitting there watching, shows or, YouTubes or streams or Rumbles or whatever else out there that, happens to distract people with red meat. I get it. Red meat's interesting. I like it too. But doing the work is more important than the entertainment. Don't let school get in the way of your education. I'll just wrap up on that note.
Yeah, I mean, it's super well said. I mean, I want guys to look at me as the success story, because I'm just I'm a normal dude, man. Like I don't consider myself, yeah, please. I don't consider myself supremely talented or highly intelligent any more than a regular guy, man. And you guys know my backstory. And if you don't, go to my office hours episode 1 and you can sort of figure it out. And this is also something I wanted to talk about tonight, was like what happened to me in 2024. And when I first joined this community, you guys can go back to the call-in. You can go back to the Before the Train Wreck episode. I think it's like 91 or 94. It's whichever one Aaron Clary was on promoting the Book of Numbers. I can't remember which one it was. You'll forgive me.
All right, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the Courses tab. Newer to the channel? Hit subscribe.